Okay, we'll be going live here shortly. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. We are live. Okay. Uh, let's see. All right. Welcome to Zeke's Metal Detecting Finds. Just want to do a little weekend recap from this past weekend. I hit the road up to Oklahoma and brought the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Yours truly has been kind of answering the mail, trying to test out the machine, start up the new break-even quest, and see what I can find with the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Okay, so let me go ahead and start this. This is going to be the a little playground elementary school search for whatever is there coin-wise.
Got the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4, and we're going to go on with the break-even quest. I'm going to go ahead and max out on sensitivity. Actually, no, we're going to keep it at the 3 o'clock. And discrimination will set at the 11 o'clock, and we'll go into all metal mode. And we'll start out over here by the swings. Okay, and then let's see where that takes us. Wow, there's some more stuff over there too. Holy cow. We might be here for a while. All right, let's just start out here, and let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, getting a tone, no tone. All right, we're gonna go in all tone mode for now. See what happens. All tone. Let's see what happens.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down.
Okay, and this is the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Gonna work this one fast because, well, we got time, I guess. Well, let's go back to all metal mode. I had this one target over here, it sounded like. Sounded like it was here. No, okay, we'll keep going. All right. We're just here at a park in Oklahoma, and I'm going to start out just working the structure and just see where it takes us. Got it in all metal mode right now. Okay, I'm hearing something right here. It toned out, so it may be trash, but we're gonna go check it out real quick. Use the handy dandy pinpointer. Okay, it looks like it's over here. There it is. Okay, first find this round's gonna be a screw. All right, let's put that in the trash side. All right. Okay. Back to all metal mode. All right, let's work it fast. Here we go. Tone mode. Oh. Okay, I'm still getting something in tone mode. Just a slight right here. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see, can y'all see that? Okay. Heard it briefly, and then Kind of lost sight of it. Let's pick it up here real quick. Okay, it sounds like it's over here, right about here. Right about here, I think. I don't know what it is. Wow, chasing it. Oh, there it is. Another screw. Wow, it's the second one now. Wonder if they were doing some kind of construction or something. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Stay in all metal mode. Let's continue on. Okay. Heard a crackly noise there. Let me adjust this. There we go. Okay, no takers there. Okay. I'm gonna keep it in all metal mode and we'll tone out stuff. Right now it doesn't seem like there's that much trash and stuff, so oh, here we go. Thought I heard something. Here's a pull tab. Tone it out. Hear the tone change. What I'm doing is I'm flipping this switch here that allows me to check if it may be iron or non-iron. Okay, that's the structure. Structure. Okay. Let's work this bar area. Yeah, it's about 91 degrees here in Oklahoma, but it feels a lot hotter than that right now, I'll tell you that. I just finished watching the World Cup third place game. I saw England, basically. It was a good game, even though at one point I thought it was going to be a done game, but definitely had my blood pumping there. Okay, let's go back over here to this structure here. Look at that. I just realized there's more over there too. So let's see what's over here first.
With 2 kids and busy schedules, you gotta find the win. And Dick's new Scorecard Plus membership is an easy W.
Okay, and one thing I want to just call out, I am using the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Picked it up at a discount, been extremely happy with it. Took it out this past weekend. This was, I think it was Saturday. I mentioned the World Cup. Definitely watched the England game. And then the next day, I ended up going to a couple other places. Again, with the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. In fact, in the background here, you may see another detector. That's the Knock the Macro Simplex Plus. That's what I was usually using most recently. Before that, I had a Fisher 1225X. I still have it. It's back in this corner. But currently, I have the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Why do I have the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4? I was really wanting to answer the mail. I was getting asked a lot of questions about hey, I want to get started metal detecting. I don't want to spend a lot, or I'm not sure if I really am interested. So what is a good machine to get started on? And I didn't want to just throw out a bunch of detectors that I wasn't anything about or knew anything about. And in the case of the ones that I started out with, Fisher 1225X, that was 40 years ago. I picked that thing up for $300 back then. Sensitivity, discrimination, had a pinpoint mode built into the machine, along with a headphone jack, but no volume control, no depth meter, nothing. It was all related to listen to the tone, set your sensitivity to adjust out any interference and whatnot, usually with power lines, and then being able to adjust the discrimination. On that machine, 5.5 was like the money zone between nickels and rings. Pull tabs, of course, that always kind of pinged you there. And that's my first machine. And some I don't know what one goes for now. I think 3 to 4 or 500. I think for the F11, F22, or whatever that took that machine's place. I've since gone to the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus about 3 years ago. I had some fun with it. In fact, I was using it most recently until I kept getting asked these questions. What do I want to get started in metal detecting, but I'm not sure, and I don't have a lot of money to spend. What do you suggest? And right now, I would say the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. I did learn that some of the circuitry, or the folks that bought or that own Bounty Hunter, also bought Fisher, and so supposedly there may be some sharing of best practices when it comes to the circuitry. So the machine that you're getting from the Fisher, a lot of times there may be some things that are also being shared with the Bounty Hunter. And so, again, a solid detector. And some of the things, selling points that I would call out of the detector itself is, so I can move this over. Yeah. This is all this high-tech gear here. All right. I got an old school tripod. Got me some brewskis tonight, and I just want to just kind of give you a heads up as to some of the gear I'm using. So let me just adjust this here. All right. Okay. This is the machine that you're seeing and that I used here for the past 2 weeks. I got it last week. Okay. It's the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4 right here. Okay. And you can see it's a very simple setup. You can look online. There's a lot of reviews on it. There's some folks that have some really good air tests showing the capabilities of it. Bottom line, it's a solid detector. And even better, it only cost me $70.35, of which $70 with a gift card. Okay? It has it has sensitivity, has discrimination, it has this toggle switch, it has a headphone jack, no volume control, it does have a battery meter, or at least a battery indicator if your battery's low. This middle section here kind of gives you a as to the connectivity or conductivity of the target that you have, sort of like a target ID. I tend not to use it, not really looking down at it, and I'm used to listening to sounds and whatnot. All right. The key game changer that I notice is in the case of my old school Fisher, I had to use my thumb to adjust from 5.5 to bump it up to 8, 9, 10 on discrimination, so I can tone out or discriminate out targets. So the example of that being, let's say I get a target at the 5.5, and it's coming in solid, but I'm not sure. Do I really want to dig it? It could be another pull tab, could be a ring, it could be a nickel, but I'm in a hurry. So I would just kind of bump it up to 8 with my thumb, and if I still got a solid tone, I knew that was probably going to be a higher conductivity metal, in this case, a coin. Okay, that held true with the Fisher. When I went to the Nocta, now it's that sound as well, but now I have a target ID that I could actually see on an LCD display, and that would tell me, okay, on the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, kind of memorized it now. The 60s was pennies, The 70s were dimes, 90, 91 quarters, and then nickel coming in about the 35, 40. All right, and that was kind of hit or miss again. Tones make a difference still. That target ID, it does have a depth meter and whatnot. This one didn't. The Fisher didn't have it either. But all I did as a workaround was I would just, let's say I'd get a target, let's say here, and I don't know how deep it is. I'll just lift up my coil and then start swinging it, bringing it down. As soon as I got some target return, I would just kind of take a guesstimate. Oh, it's about 3-4 inches deep based on that gap when I first started picking up the target again. So that was my workaround when it came to not having the target ID and all that. The Nocta is waterproof. The up to about 30 feet or so. In this case of the Bounty Hunter, the coil is waterproof, but this baby's not. So it's definitely more of a fair weather detector. All right. Key thing again, though, you can't have discrimination. You can't have tone. You can't have the all metal mode with this toggle. I mainly use it in all metal mode, and then I'll flip it over to tone mode. Okay. And it's, again, the sound is the key indicator here. So let's go back to the video, and maybe I can call out some specific tones when I find a target, and maybe some folks may have some questions on how I'm using this machine. And again, if I had to do it all over again 40 years ago, I probably would have spent $70 for a detector instead of the 300. And back then I wasn't making much, and 300 was definitely a chunk of change when it came to picking up one of these machines. Okay. Before we go though, back to the video, I wanted to call out some things that I've been doing here. Okay. Some other things, you're getting started with metal detecting. You definitely want to have a trowel, a solid one-piece trowel, because you'll break that handle no problem. I mean, it will break. And then I took one of these Lowe's apron bags, did a little tying or sewing with it, and I've got these repurposed EpiPens, okay, EpiPen holders, and now I'm using this to put the coins, and then I'm putting the trash in this pocket right here. Okay, and what happens is this is the one that I keep in my pickup truck, can handle all the heat and all that. I do have another one that's basically an electrician's tool belt that also holds these EpiPens, as well as the Garrett Pro pointer that I have, as well as a night light, because I do a lot of coin hunting at night. I'll either go early morning or night when no one else is around. I have the whole park to myself, and it just kind of opens up the the chances because to detect. Because what happens is I don't live near a beach anymore, and so you got to take what you can in taking up the sport, or in this the hobby, and find that going to these tot lots and playgrounds and elementary schools have been pretty good. But I just go early morning as well as evening when no one's around. I have the whole place to myself. You got to make sure you check on your local rules and whatnot. Usually when I go to a location, I kind of look up those local rules and whatnot. And the places I've gone so far has been, as long as the park's open, you're good to go. In the case of schools, as long as the gate's open and it's not during school hours, you're good to go. And then you can't damage the landscape. And so you'll see, a lot of times you'll see me at these playgrounds where there's a bunch of mulch and whatnot, and that is where I'm detecting, because you can dig up mulch and you're not damaging anything. The only rule of thumb that I've done is I don't go past the underlayment. Let's see, someone uses a Fisher F22. Oh man, I thought about getting the F22, but I ended up going with the Nocta just on a whim. But I certainly love my Fisher 1225X. That's what got me into the hobby. And then you definitely want to have a pinpointer. My initial one that I have is the Garrett Pro pointer. This is a knockoff that I got off of Amazon, and
Well, let me show you the difference. Let me take this off. Okay, so let me go grab it real quick. Okay. All right. So this is what I use. This is what I use. Keeping my pickup truck. It's always at the ready for that emergency need to go metal detecting. Okay. Move back a little bit. I'm one of these survival belt things. I kind of made it out of some paracord, added a buckle and all that. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see that well. Let's go here. Okay. So all I do is I clamp it on there. And there it is, right here. Okay. This is that knockoff pin pointer. Put it right there, and I am ready to rock. Okay. You definitely want to have some knee pads. I just took the cheapest version of a knee pad AWP offers, glued them together just to give it more cushion, and lo and behold, there it is, right there. Okay. This is my travel gear. Okay. So goodie bag is actually these EpiPen holders, and then the trash goes here, and I've got my detector for my pin pointer. Okay. And I always drop on my left knee when I'm out there. Here's what I use normally when I'm using my other gear. Right here, more holders, electrician's tool belt. Got a holder for the Garrett Pro Pointer, and then I've got a little brass pin pointer to go poke into the grass and whatnot. And then I've got this one piece trowel. Trash goes here, this front pocket. Good stuff goes in here. Okay. And then I've little leather belt. And then I have this Fox LED light that I use when I'm out detecting at night. So it's pretty bright. Has two settings. Okay, it's rechargeable. Get about 8 hours on this thing, and yeah, it's been pretty good. All right, so wanted to show the difference. Okay, between the pin pointers. Okay, someone has an old white metal detector. Cool, and a Pioneer 101. Nice. All right, cool. All right, so here's the Garrett. Okay, this is the one I normally been using. You hear that return? It's already ready to start looking, searching for stuff. Okay. Works really good. Okay. Here's the knockoff. 1000, 2000. Now it's ready to look. Okay. It's got that delay. All right. $100, under $20. I'm getting ready to get started. You're good to go with this thing. I tested it out. These are basically getting the same distance. A coin is about 2 to 3 inches away. Little foily stuff that you get, and little can slaw. You got to bump it up next to it. Nails. You can see in the video that I was showing where I'm finding screws in the mulch, and I'm kind of, using this deal. I'm having to get up close and personal to that target because it just has a low signature. Well, guess what? Same thing happens with the Pro Pointer. All right. So this is what they were offering way back when. I've used this for probably about 15 years now. This is more like 6 months. All right. Let's see, Garrett pinpoint. Nice, cool. All right. Yeah. But bottom line, you want to get started. I would strongly recommend, if you don't want to spend a lot, or if you're limited in funds like yours truly was way back when it came to detectors, strongly recommend the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Got it for $70.35, and then I got the pin pointer for under $20. I think it's like $16 or so. All right, and it's very capable machine, and even the toggle switch is what I really like. All metal mode, be able to go to tone mode, but on top of that, because First Texas owns Bounty Hunter as well as Fisher, I kind of definitely am sold on these bounty hunters. Okay.
I kept this one in my pickup truck all week last week. I got an old Radio Shack bell detector that I also keep in there, and that's been through several summers, multiple summers, and it's still ticking. The only thing is with that Radio Shack bell detector, it's got a constant buzz. It's one of those machines where you turn it on and it just keeps buzzing. It has that return, and then when you actually get something, the needle will go either left or right. If it goes left, it's probably some iron. If it goes right, it's probably something good, and then it goes silent. All right, so different machine, always out there. Don't even need to move it to find something. This one you have to have your coil swinging, just like the Fisher, just like the Nocta. Okay, so I wanted to answer the mail because I kept getting asked that, and I said, here, if you want my suggestion, I would say get you the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4, get you a knockoff pinpointer, and then get you some knee pads because you don't want to wear your knee out, and then either make you one. I got this one at Lowe's for $6, but I'm sure you guys can make one. I just kind of did a little sewing here, and I definitely like these EpiPen holders because then I can put in coins, jewels, and whatnot and have them separated. And then I got a place to put the trash right here. Okay, and I find that having it on your hip like this when you're going on your left knee makes a big difference because I'll tend to drop to my left knee and I've got my pinpointer and I'm searching, and at the same time, since I am streaming, I've got a neck harness where I have my phone and I'm streaming the whole time. Okay. The other one. Oh, cool. I didn't know they also had that one. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh, and then someone had asked about how do I live stream at the same time, especially at night as well as when I'm out and about. Go ahead and put this one up. And I have several of these neck harnesses. This one in particular is one that I just use for emergency purposes, because I do keep another one that is more capable, because it does have a strap. Oh, bear with me. I got this $5 camera gear here where it just shuts off on its own. Let me go. Okay, so the one I have has this magnetic deal where I can put my phone on, clamp it up here, and the other one I have, the one that I use that I have since started using, has a strap that goes around so it locks it in place better. And then here I've just got a means to connect to my Android phone as well as maintain power. So I'll bring a power bank and I can go more than a couple hours. And this one just has an old school lav mic attached to it right here. And that's how I'm able to stream and stay interested or maintain the chat, because I have this all in front of me. All right. But when I'm doing that, I also have to make an adjustment, make sure I got the whatever I'm searching for, or trying to show you what I'm searching for in the frame. Okay, but this is more of a backup one. The one that I currently use, I keep in my pickup truck, ready to go, and it also has a microphone, external microphone, because what I find is you can have so-so video, but you better have good audio, or people will drop off the stream and move on. Okay, let's see. So let me go put this up. All right, so let's go back to the video. Okay, go back to the video, and let me actually take this off here. Start out with $120, moved to a Garrett. Found my first major coin. Nice. It's hooked after that, then moved to an Equinox. All right, cool. I started with the Fisher, got a Radio Shack one, just as a whim. It was on sale, backup one, and I still keep in my pickup truck. And then about 3 years ago, that's what I used for basically, 30, almost 36 plus years. And then I just said, hey, I feel like getting another one. So I ended up getting that Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. And then I started getting asked a lot of questions about, I want to get started, what's a good machine? I just didn't want to give bad advice, because I can only tell you what machine I use. In this case is very limited. Fisher, Radio Shack, and then that Nocta. And starting out,
You know, I certainly got lucky. I was able to save up some money to get that initial purchase. But starting out again, knowing that if I had this Hunter Tracker 4 at its price point, I probably would have got that first. Okay, but you definitely want to have a pinpointer. Okay, there is some. It actually has a pretty decent pinpoint capability, even though it doesn't have a little all metal mode pinpointer on it that can, like the Fisher as well as the Nocta. But it does have a good pinpoint capability by just doing your X mark the spot and then bounce it up and down over the target, like you'll see in the video when I went out this past weekend. Okay, but built-in pinpointer or not, I still use a pinpointer with all my machines. Okay, I've got the Garrett and I have that knockoff one as well. All right. Okay, let's go shift back to the video so we can get back and give you a recap of some of the stuff I did this past weekend. And what I want to do is I'm going to try jumping the video ahead to those where I find something, and maybe I can describe what I'm seeing or what I'm doing. That way, if you have any questions, certainly call them out. Appreciate you guys joining tonight. I would have been doing some night coin hunting this past week or this evening, but it's just way too hot. It's hot out there right now. Okay, even though it's almost 11 o'clock, it's still hot out there. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the video. Here we go. Toned it out. Yeah, toned it out.
Okay, so that's the case where I swept the spot. I'm in all metal mode. It's picking it up. I flip the switch to tone mode, and it disappears. So that's going to tell me it's probably not going to be a coin. Okay.
It's probably trash.
Okay, and then you can see how I'm kind of going side to side, up and down, trying to pinpoint it, and then I'm even lifting the coil to try to isolate where that target is, getting a visual, marking it visually, and then I'm bending down, dropping on one knee, pulling out the pinpointer, and then I'm going to start searching with the pinpointer.
Let's check it out though. Oh no, it's not trash. Check it out. Looks like a little charm bracelet thing or something. Little charm or something. All right, that goes in the goodie pile. Nice. All right, goodie pile it is.
Okay, and that's the classic example of, even though I'm thinking it could have been trash, if I had skipped it, I would have missed out on that. So yeah, there's a lot of chances of finding something or not finding something, getting that can slaw, the pull tabs and whatnot. But you gotta sometimes dig everything. Okay. Let's see. Do you ever belly detect water? I want to try the Equinox. Let the stuff out. Iron. Okay. The only time I've belly detected in water is when I live near the beach. Other than that, I haven't gone completely under. The Nocta supposedly can be used completely underwater up to 30 plus feet. I've only used the Nocta when it rained and been very happy with it. For this one, the coil is waterproof, but not the main portion or the body portion itself where the electronics are.
Keep going. Okay. Definitely like the all metal mode, because then I can kind of pick out everything and then decide, depending on the tone, if I want to dig it or not. Okay, I'm under the structure here, kind of tight.
I'm gonna speed up
let's go back
the
this
video.
Way. So I can get pretty close to
Okay, let me back it up.
Try it. Sounds like it's let's tone it out. Lost it, so it may be trash.
Toned it out.
Okay, let's try it.
Oh, and I set the discrimination at the 3 o'clock position, and I set the, or correction, I set the sensitivity at the 3 o'clock position. I set the sensitivity at the 11 o'clock position. Okay. Let's see. My neighbor in North Las Vegas back in 76 gave me a Jetco Mustang metal detector. Cool. Wonder how that turned out. I've not used that. All right. So let's keep going. Toned it out. Went from all metal mode to toggle mode. Now I'm going to go dig it. I've got a visual idea where it's at.
Sounds like it's about right there. Sounds like about here. Right about here. Let me grab the trowel. Gonna shake it a little bit here. Pick it up maybe. Maybe have to kick it out. Let's see. Let's see. I may have kicked it out some.
So imagine trying to find this without a pinpointer.
Okay, it's over here now.
It's blended into the mulch. It's small.
In this stuff. What is that? Is that it? No.
Oh, commercial.
Before John D. Rock.
Oh, it's a little ball bearing. Little ball bearing. All right, found it. Okay.
Okay, and you see how it blended in. I'm right next to it. I'm trying to find it. I'm pushing it around. Now do the same thing without a pinpointer. So yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm going to go ahead and bounce the or speed up the video so we can get to some of the good parts and maybe some call outs. Appreciate the engagement. Started metal detecting at city parks. Same old's true here. I started metal detecting city parks as well as what do you call it? Well, I was back at Texas A&M. I was still a student there, and I was enjoying my time by the dorm areas, finding pennies and whatnot. And you know, all my buddies would be seeing me out there detecting, and they'd be throwing pennies from the dorm in front of me, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll find them. But then that one time, someone lost their ring, and they got another individual who had, in fact, a White's metal detector. Him and I went out there, and we started looking in this muddy area to try finding his ring. He found it. I didn't, but my best find to date has been a Texas A&M Aggie ring, class of '89, with a diamond in it. I found it at a local park here in my city of Allen, and within an hour we were able to locate the owner and get it back to them. So pretty cool network, us Aggies, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh yeah, you got to have a pinpointer. Definitely have to have a pinpointer. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to video.
Ball bearing. All right. Wow, it's hot.
I'm skipping
So far, I just got
around.
this little charm looking thing, and that was it. Didn't get any coins.
Okay, let me reverse it.
So far, I just got this little charm looking thing, and that was it. Didn't get any coins or anything yet. That one's right here. Can't tell if it's on top or not. but we'll see. Maybe a tough
It's been
dig.
a while since I've searched
Hopefully
a
it's not
park
too
where
deep.
it was pebbles. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I found many rings in parks.
I think it may be on top more. No. Seems to be right here. And it came in at that low tone. Or not low tone, but the all metal. Yeah, there it is. All metal mode. Got a little U-bolt looking thing. All right, well.
All right, let's skip around.
Maybe another nail.
I think this one toned out also.
Okay. And mainly going by the sound. Okay. 1002. Okay. Oh, right there on top. Nail or piece of wire. Rusty wire.
Okay,
Now I'm using the pinpoint. So
let's see if I can.
okay, back to all metal mode right here. All metal. Okay. And we'll start searching again. What I like doing is I normally tone that one out again. That's probably going to be another rusty nail or something that will rust. Let's grab the pinpointer this time. It's probably right here. All right. Just pop it up. Oh,
Oh yeah, I see some. Let's see, Heritage 57. You're in Chula Vista, California. I found a lot of gold and silver rings. Awesome. I used to live in Monterey, and yeah, I found a lot of good stuff there. I found a lot of good stuff. Yeah. So beach definitely. Why people lose stuff there, and it's frequented by a lot of people. So I call it reseeding. Okay, like seeding seeds. Every day, every week, every couple weeks, enough people come through that they're losing stuff. You're getting some new things to be found. So yeah, beach definitely. Unfortunately, here where I'm at, a lot of the lakes that I'm in are those Corps of Engineer lakes, which require a permit. Additionally, you have to check out at the ranger office and show them what you found in case there's some relics and whatnot. Additionally, I think there's also some other criteria for what you can keep and not. Okay, so I just like it simple. Easier it is to get out there and do something like Detect, the more you'll do it, the more rules, regulations you have, the less likely you're going to do it. At least that's what I found. Be it in other things I like to do, like hobbies, like right behind me, there's a lot of fishing gear. Guess what I like to also do as another hobby? Fishing. Okay, let's keep going.
I think I see it right there. Another nail.
Okay, and that's
Howdy. How's it going?
Again. Okay.
Thanks for the star. Appreciate it. Hoping to find something good. I found a little. All right.
Let's keep going.
With all these.
Let me see if I can find one where I tone it out and I still get a good return. Oh, commercial. Bear with me. Oh man, double commercial. Sorry.
Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Here we go. This one's promising. Getting a weird tone again. I think it might be right here. Let's grab the pinpointer.
So in this case, I still had to return after toning it out from all metal mode to tone. So it tells me it may be something else other than something that's rusty or that can rust.
Okay, somewhere here. There it is. Ha, look at that thing. Whew, okay, well, getting a lot more rust again. But hey, I could tone it out.
Oh, well.
I could skip it when I tone it out. But I'm trying to dig up everything I can because There doesn't seem to be that much trash here. Oh, here we go. Solid signal.
Oh, nice.
Lost it.
Oh.
Okay, tone mode dropped off. Okay. Sounds like it might be right here.
Yeah, and again, the big takeaway is from the bounty hunter, that toggle is a game changer. I've been so used to being flipping the discrimination on my Fisher. Going to this toggle has been just a game changer. I just go straight all metal mode, pick up everything, do a quick toggle, and I've already upped the discrimination to, I've already got it preset, in this case that 11 o'clock position for nickels and pull tabs and whatnot, and I can immediately get an idea. Yes, this may be something that may be better than a coin, or maybe a coin or better, or this could be some more of this rusty stuff. So yeah. Heritage 57, tell people to start out with the hobby metal detective with a bounty hunter metal detector. I have to agree. I have to agree. Let's see, commercials. Yeah, it's part of the deal here with YouTube, is they'll throw in some commercials. All right, so let's go run this one. This one, I believe, was one that still had a solid tone. So let's see.
Weird, it seems big.
I forgot what happened here.
Yeah. Seems way too big to be a coin. Let's just pop it up a little. All right, let's see what that could be. Still there. All right.
Oldest coin. Let's see. I don't have any bucket listers. Oldest coin was like a sitting dime, 1890 something, back at Monterey, and it was at a sand tot lot playground over there in Monterey. And what I learned was the sand that they were using for this playground was this sand that was coming from a beach area that used to be part of one of the resorts there from way back when. That was a swimming area or something, and they were using that sand to also put this back into this playground, and I lucked into it. 1890 something. I ended up going to a pawn shop, coin shop, or silver coin shop, and I hawked it there. I think I got like $1.50 for it. But yeah, it's the oldest coin I found. Let's see.
I think I see something. Can't tell what it is.
Oh, I remember now. Okay. So I started out, I got a good solid tone, and I noticed one with the pinpointer, it seemed bigger, and then later on I'm swinging the coil over it, and it's I can kind of visually see, based on the sound and the return coming from the machine off the target, that it looked like it was probably a pipe, maybe some rebar or whatnot. That's what I was picking up there. And anything that's a large piece of metal, regardless of what discrimination you have, it's a high likelihood you're going to get a solid tone still. All right, and so that's what happened here. All right. So let me see if I can get you one where I actually have a good tone after going from all metal to tone mode.
It's a metal deal.
I started a business to give old
commercial.
boats a
Sorry.
new life, and Chase has supported me from the beginning.
How it feels to
Oh,
chew
they're doubling up on me.
sour.
Get me! There we go.
And let's see what we can conjure up there. This is different than the mulch that I was digging a moment ago. It's this rocky, pebbly stuff. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go and bump
Yep,
the
I'll go to the
video.
slides. Shade now. To go into tone mode. Got it on tone mode.
Okay, here we go. Let me bring it back. Okay, searching.
That's the
Searching.
structure. Oh, here we go. That one's still getting a tone after going to tone mode. Got it on tone mode.
So that's
may
that's
be a
going to be
coin.
hopefully a
Let's
coin.
find out.
Not something that rusts.
All right. Right there. It was on its side.
Nice. All right.
First find, first coin. So far.
So yeah, if you are getting a bounty hunter or a similar machine, again, listen to the tones, listen to the sounds, and then take advantage of that toggle switch and being able to bump the discrimination up and kind of give you an idea if it's something that's gonna probably not be a coin versus something that is. Oh yeah, listen to the tones. I mean, I did that by default, be it with the Fisher and be it with the Nocta that I have, because I started out with the Fisher, which was all based on tones. Okay. Silver was screaming. It would just be this loud return, just blow your eardrums out. Nickels, just kind of, like a pull tab, just right on that edge. What I'm finding with the Nocta, I found nickels with it, pull tabs. They are very similar with that kind of a low tone, da 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 da, versus beep 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 beep. The other thing is in all metal mode. I found this out last week when I hit the road again on another weekend foray, and all metal mode, you get a crackly return instead of a solid return. It's more of a like staticky return. Those are turning out to be bobby pins and paper clips. All right. After a while, you just start learning your machine, and you'll just kind of get a sense. And if you hear a new tone that you've never heard before, you definitely have to dig it up just to verify. Hey, that sound means what? And after a while, you might see some patterns. Other times, it may just be an exception. I've had it before where I had a coin that I toned out, and it still was a coin, but for some reason, it was different. Okay. So yeah, your ear is very important when you're listening and searching with the metal detector, or in this case, the bounty hunter. I think for most machines in general.
I got a coin.
Okay.
And
let me go ahead and bump this.
Lost. Let me dig it a little.
Let's see.
And paper clip, all metal. It's getting that crackly sound in all metal, so I've been noticing those are coming up as bobby pins and paper clips at times. Let's see if this could be something else. Somewhere here. I moved it. Okay, right in here. Right in there. What is this? Bunch of rocks. Right in there. I don't know what that is. Let me dig it a little. There it is, right there. I was right. Little bobby pin. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you start learning your machine. I've only had this one for 2 weeks, and
okay, so that's that crackly, all metal mode. Heard that crackly sound. I've been finding bobby pins and paper clips with it. Okay. Let's see. It's AI. Let me go about another. Let's go find another thing here. Call it out, and then I'm gonna have to call the stream, and either come back tomorrow, or do another one of these, or hopefully I'm out there doing a little coin hunting. But tomorrow's gonna be pretty hot. I think 105 degrees, feels like 121. I may just have to do another one of these and just kind of recap this past weekend's foray outing. Okay. But anyways, let's go and do one more, and then well, we can meet again tomorrow. All right. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm still learning it, but it is. Wow.
Okay, let me reverse.
Losing it.
Okay.
Still getting a tone after tone structure.
Okay, here we go.
Climbing bar set. Here we go. Something. Okay. Okay, still getting a tone after toning it out.
Okay, you heard that? Okay, all metal mode. I toned it out, and I still had that return like low tone. Burr, burr. That could be a nickel, or it could be what I show you here shortly.
Maybe some trash. Losing it. Might be here. Right here, maybe. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Wow. That is tiny. Good to know that this machine can still pick up tiny things like that in the dirt.
Okay, let's shift here. Let's see. So I've got this break-even quest. This is the Nocta or the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. I call it the new break-even quest. Trying to see how much I can find in clad coins. I've got right now. What all I've been doing is everything I found with the Bounty Hunter. I've been just throwing it in here, so you can see I got some clad coins. I got some keys, some other things, and I'll show you. I found a Spider-Man watch. Spider-Man watch. Okay. Let's see. I did find a ring. Okay. A little tiny ring here. Can't see too well. Let's see. Right here, little ring. Okay. Right there. And then let's see. This is one that caught me off guard. It came in at a low tone. Okay. Right here. It should have been one of those rusty dealies, but here I am. I'm digging up everything, and it turned out to be a little, I don't know if this is a bracelet or something. Okay. But these are the different things that I've been just collecting, and hopefully I can get $70 worth of some of these clad coins to pay for this baby. All right, Heritage 57, take care and goodbye. All right, thank you for joining. Appreciate the support. It's been awesome chatting with y'all, engaging, and I'm hoping that maybe I can answer the mail, or if I'm able to answer the mail concerning that question that I was asked several streams back. I want to get started metal detecting. What's a good machine? And right now I am recommending the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Do get you a pinpointer. You don't have to get the high expensive pinpointer. I got a $20 knockoff, or under $20 knockoff. It certainly works really well. Only quirk is it got a 2-second delay when you hit the button versus my more expensive Garrett. Okay. All right. So with that, either I'll be back online tomorrow, going over another one of these outings because it's just way too hot, or I might be out there doing an evening coin hunt if I have the opportunity. All right. Till then, all for now. Next time we'll catch y'all later, and happy